Hello everybody, my name is Ludogriff and welcome to It's Not a Let's Play. This is Elder Scrolls Online, or ESO, or SO, however you want to say it. I kind of wanted to, I want to get back into the game. I don't want to make this a regular thing on my channel. I kind of just want to show you what the game is about. This is not a paid sponsorship, anything like that. But it is a game I truly love. I mean, it's pretty. This is my house, by the way. It's called Willow Pond Haven. All of this is the normal house. That's the little guest home. I'll take you around it, a little tour, if you will. But yeah, this is a game that came out, I believe, in 2013, 2014. I could be wrong with those dates, but it's been around for over 10 years. It just, actually, I think it was 2015. It just crossed its 10-year anniversary some months back. And I love this game. This game's a very cozy game, has fantastic music, excellent visuals for what it is. It is an MMORPG. So you have other people to run with, deal with, have fun with, get annoyed with. It is a very good game for what it is. It's super solid. Now, there was a frog. Now, I'm going to show you a lot of things you can do. Now, this video is a little more niche. I don't know who it's going to reach to. This is the overall map. These are all these are expansion areas except for Cold Harbor. So all these other ones you have to buy. There's even some areas here you'd have to buy, like, I don't have, you can buy this thing called ESO Plus. A lot of games have it. You don't have to have membership to play the game. All these right here with the white shrines are base zones, or ones I already own, like Hughesbane and Gold Coast. Oh, I don't own Gold Coast. This is where Dark Brotherhood takes place. This is where Thieves Guild takes place, but I own that one. This one is also DLC area. That's Rothgar. That's where Orsinium is, or the Orcs. Very fun quest line there. I don't think I've done it on this character. A lot of these I did on console before I got my computer a few years back. I just haven't had the time. This is as well, but I think that's free. I might be wrong if that's free or not anymore. Orsinium was free in a few years back, or a few months back, for something, but it was free in the dailies. And the dailies are this right here. You have daily rewards. You log in, you get one each time you log in. Obviously, I have missed some. If they're locked, that means you've missed them. And I have missed 2, 4, 5 of them, 6. I've missed 6 of them. I can't count. Hi. But yeah, I've missed 6. This here doesn't look like there's anything good. Looks like some crafting materials. This is for something called scribing. I can show you about that too. I have a lot to run down in this game. But ESO Plus, you get it. The best thing about ESO Plus is the craft bag, because everything you pick up, you mine, you collect ore, all your materials, everything takes up your inventory space. But your craft bag has no more space. These are the deals. I like to look at these a lot to see if the membership is worth it that month. I think the craft bag alone, if you're going to play this every single day or a couple times a week, the craft bag alone makes it worth it. And they've got this painting for free. They usually do free paintings, which is, in my opinion, cool, but also kind of lame. I don't really care much for it. But yeah, then you've got the crown store as well, where you can spend real money to buy crowns, all the fun. You can gamble with crown crates, all that fun stuff. Which this bundle, you get a polymorph of a bone colossus. If you're into that, you can bone. Okay. Yeah, let's get to it. Okay. Let me show you. Fast travel is easy. I probably will cut this video into different segments. This probably won't even be in it. Yeah, we'll go to Aradon. Aradon's the prettiest base place I can think of. Now again, this is not a paid sponsorship, but this is kind of a review type thing of the game in current days in 2025, if it still holds up. It does. Let me check the graphics. I think I've got everything kind of set up the way I want it to be. Yeah, FPS is 100, can't change that. High. I have it on quality over performance for DLSS. If you turn this on, I believe it turns that off. I could be wrong though. Everything is kind of as high as I can get it. I had depth of field off. That just means like when you look into the different distance, what you see, you can like kind of fishbowl and all that stuff. But yeah, you can chat with other people. This is where you get your mail. I should have some. And your skills are all right here. This is the, what class? This is the Arcanist class. Is a class you do have to buy. It was introduced in one of the deals. It used to be pretty strong. He's still stronger. I don't do PvP. I don't mess with that, so I'm not going to be showing that. If you want to look into that, there are plenty of videos online about that. It's all in Imperial City. It's just I don't care for it. I'm more of a PvE guy. I always have been with anything. But if you see this, you might think that's kind of weird because that's, you know, a different class. They introduced this thing called subclassing where you can pick 2 different subclasses to master at a time. And I picked Warden, and I think that's Sorcerer. So I can master those along with my own. And you can kind of be an elemental bender. It's pretty cool. They have mounts as well. I don't know which one I have equipped. Looks like I have a dual mount equipped, so someone can ride with me. Now there is third and first person, but when you're on the horse, it's only third person. And a lot of people don't know this starting out, so I will just tell you. On the map, for me it's... So on the map... Is this not the stables? Yeah, it is. You can see here, stable, find, where it says stable master, and you can actually...
Hey there, interested in one of my
You can replay dialogue now. That's new. You can actually... My speed is all the way up as high as I can get it. You can actually go ahead and get 1 free thing per 24 hours. So you increase your carrying capacity, which it says writing skill, but that applies to your bag. So mine's 143 out of 154, and that's because I have all of these in there as well. Now I do still have my craft bag until that runs out. But yeah, that's pretty neat. You can buy all these different houses. All these, that's a home you can buy. You get a free house if you do the quest, introduction quest anyways. It's just like a little inn room, which is a lot of times all you need to keep like chests and stuff in there. But that's a free house. And you have, that's another one. Well, those are both inns, I think. You can also buy some houses with gold, which is pretty neat. I'm going to show you a little bit about like harvesting and whatnot. I chose Aradon because it's one of the...
Won't you take pity on me?
No. It's one of the prettiest areas in the game. This is Summer set, but Summer set you do have to buy, unless that's free now. But we can go ahead and get this runestone, which we get runes to craft enchantments for your weapons and armor. And I will collect everything I see. So for this mode, it's good to go in third person. Now mine glow because I'll show you. Columbine, which is used for alchemy because it's a plant. So crafting. These are all of your skills. You get heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, weapons, all the different kinds of weapons, all the normal stuff you'd have in a normal MMO RPG. And same with crafting. But Keen Eye, you can use it and it glows. And then the next one will mean it glows and I can see from further away. It does that with all of them, which is pretty cool. I do wish they had a fishing skill line. You can collect insects like this for bait for fishing. This might be a good area to fish in. Here's some wood. And that behind me is my pet. Pets don't do anything. They're more cosmetic, much like every MMO game ever. And again, I do not know how well... What's that bar at the bottom? I don't know how well this is going to go. Also, you'll see my HUD looks different. The top left, I have some stuff that is for like, I think dungeons and stuff. I don't usually pay attention to that one. The one I do is the minimap right there in the top right. You won't have that. I don't think the game comes with the base one. But, and I have something called daily craft crits as well, where it can like, as long as you have it in your inventory, it auto completes it. I'll show you that stuff. But that's something you can download what's called, it's an app called Minion for your computer. It works for WoW as well as ESO. And it's just user interface stuff. Nothing like cheaty or anything like that, or else they wouldn't have it or let it be allowed in the game. But you can just kind of mess around with that and see which add-ons you like the best. Man, there is not a fishing spot. When there's a fishing spot, there is the water kind of bubbles up and glows a little bit. And I can show you a little bit about the combat. I haven't played this game in a while, so I don't know what's What's what here? Okay, so don't know what that did. I know this sets him on fire. This imbues my weapon. This does more damage. So that's a little bit about the combat. I'll try and run a quick. I won't run a dungeon. I don't have the time today, but I will run. I will run a public or a delve. I'll run a delve for you. There's actually one right over here. I'd like to choose one I haven't done yet, but we'll run this and I'll show you some of the combat as well, at least for this class and subclasses that I picked. And I showed you the subclasses already. And again, I don't know how well this video is going to do. I'm going to post it. Probably not. Tomorrow I have a new horror game coming out, a new video for that. That'll be the 8th. So it'll be the Wednesday after the 8th. So for me, that is 8 days from today is when this will come out. But I want to get more into Let's Plays and everything. And I know it's such a niche category now. But it's just something I want to do. And I think you can use prox chats. I can't really, I don't want to go around collecting too much because my inventory is already kind of, you know, full. But I can show you a little bit about what all of this is about. I don't know if you'll be able to hear my clickies on my mouse and keyboard. So delves always have a pretty straightforward map. Like if you see it glow like that, that means you can go up. I think that's what that means as well. But you go, there's usually a sky shard, which you collect sky shards and then you get 1 of 3 to get a skill point. They're like big glowy things. They're on my map because I have that add-on as well. But then there's also a delve boss, so you want to find that guy. And well, you want to kill him. You want to kill him. And for this class, the more triangles you see, and you see how right then and there, he's kind of has that circle around his head. If you do that, you can do, that's a stun, but you can hold left click and do a heavy, which will stun them even further and knock them back, do more damage, yada yada. And for this, let me show you. This is Sorcerer right here, and this is my Warden skill right there. Now with the Arcanist, when you see that one triangle on my right, when I get 3 of those, it makes my attacks stronger, like my beam attacks. And that's pretty cool. Like this helps. Now I have 3, and then the Arcanist is pretty solid for crowd control. So I'll run this way and I'll show you. With those 3 beams, now we can make it even stronger by doing this. With those 3 beams, you do, for those 3, you can do this. And that does some good damage. Now, I'm not the best at learning how to, or learning what and what not to pick when it comes to doing something. I pick whatever I like, and for my playstyle, this does just fine. At least it has in the past, since I haven't played in a minute. It's been a while. It's been a couple of months since I've actually been on this. The oh, a mossy note. The dailies were really good when they were doing their 10-year anniversary stuff, obviously, and then they kind of started lacking on it, and they've just been not great recently. It's kind of a staple that they do. Even the stuff they've been adding in the crowd store hasn't been the best. It's been alright. I'm kind of running past some of these trash mobs to show you what a boss looks like and what their boss bar looks like. And this is just a delve, so it's nothing difficult at any level. Nothing is level based in this game. It all kind of accumulates to you, which is neat. I don't know if it used to be. And this definitely looks like a boss room. And yeah, my character is running a little funny, because I have a personality attached, and that just changes the way you stand, the way you walk, and stuff like that. I think there's supposed to be a boss in here. I might have picked a delve where it's story attached, but I don't think that's the case. I think one of them spawns in no matter what. Ow. I will check this way. I'm just in a wasp nest, damn it. And this also makes me run faster, that ability. So I'm going to show everything that I think I should show when it comes to stuff about this game. And I can't seem to find the boss, so I'm not gonna worry about finding him. He just has a different looking health bar. I think mine's set to purple or something or other. And obviously the number he has a lot more health, but yeah. I can show you more, maybe some fishing. And that was a delve. Like I said, I'm not running a public dungeon, anything like that. This is just, it's gonna seem like a spam video or like a busy work video or like I didn't have any other ideas. There are some ideas I have, but they're all Let's Plays. And I kind of wanted to pump something else out before I got busy on a Let's Play. Let me just go through this menu right here. So this is your inventory, everything you have in here. It's everything you have in your backpack. Over here is what you have equipped. I have a couple of sets equipped. So as you can see, that the set has a bonus, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5. That I just have for health. These are my daggers. I crafted these. They're nothing special by any means. This is a breakdown of your overall breakdown of your character. This shows you what sign you have equipped. So if you played Skyrim, you remember the standing stones. Those are in this game as well. If you discover them, they pop up on the map. Right there. Right there's a stone. Although it's not the lady. It says it right up top. Stupid. And they each have different attributes that help you with, well, yeah, that. And I've shown you with skills. This is, after you hit level 50, you go into being a champion. And you get champion points. And you can use these points to further upgrade your character by little things. So 280 max health per stage. So after you hit 10, you get 280 max health. And that'll double once you hit 20. So yeah, there's different skill trees as well. That was an accident. Journal, so this is where all your quests are. Your Antiquities Codex. This is for scryable stuff. Scrying is another skill you can pick up where you can go around and pick up leads for a scry. Once you have all the leads, you can scry for it. And you just kind of go around. You get like items, so armor sets or things to craft them, furniture sets, mount stuff to craft mounts. It's pretty cool. Lore library, this is all the books you've picked up. They will pop up in here. So you can reread them if you want to. Achievements, everything your character's done, quest-wise and everything. Leaderboards, I don't mess with this stuff too much. I think this is PvP maybe. Collections, this is everything you collect or buy in the Crown Store, all that stuff. Outfit styles, all the outfit styles I have unlocked. Here's the scribing stuff. Scribing is different than scrying. I might have mixed those up. Scribing, I can show you. I have one at my home. The scribing table is where you can go to kind of craft new skills. But I don't think it's as useful as it used to be. Infinite Archive. I don't actually know what that is, if I'm being honest. I think it's some type of training thing. Character, all the classes you've unlocked, everything like that. And everything you can. And then down there, it even show you acquired by completing the achievement. Companion keepsakes. Outfit styles, appearance. You can change your hats, all of your personalities right here. Your skins, all that stuff. Furnishings, shows you all the furnishings you have right now. Fragments, just more stuff to unlock other things. Allies, you can have assistants, like I have a rag picker. You have to buy that with crowns, same with any other assistant. There's a smuggler, so I can fence things, but the rag picker you can deconstruct stuff at just on the go, and that's pretty cool. You know, if you have too much stuff taken up here. Now these are companions. On this character I'm missing a few, but each companion is completely different. You have to build a repertoire with them. You have to go do a quest to get them, and unfortunately a lot of them are zone locked. But like Ember is one of my favorites, but she doesn't like it when I fish. She thinks it's boring. She likes more mischievous things, so stuff like that. And you can level up and you can do quests with them, like companion specific related quests, which is cool. Mementos are little things that you can just use on the go. Sort of like keepsakes type stuff. Tools, again, more stuff you can just use on the go. Although it's odd, it's probably memento now, the cake. Huh. I wonder why it's saying only have the 2025k, because I have more than that one. All your mounts pop up here. I mean, I can just go through it, and your emotes, I mean, you can just see that. Stories, this tells everything you have unlocked, so all the DLC and everything you have unlocked shows up here in Dungeon. You can also buy Dungeon DLC, housing, outfit styles. I'm spending a lot of time here, so I won't go through that too much. Your map, a group, so if you join a group, golden pursuits pop up where you can earn free things. It pops up around here as well. Here's your dungeon finder. You get stuff for Undaunted. It's another skill line. You can get cool stuff and a good amount of XP. Battlegrounds is PvP. Tales of Tributes is a cool little card game you can play. Home tours. I did not know, but you can view other people's homes. That's pretty cool. I like that. Picasso. I like it. Zone guide. If I click start zone story, to pop up on the map with a little blah, 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 I'll show you. It yeah, that right there, which I'm not doing. Guilds. I'm not in one on here. I was on console. Alliance War, that's PvP stuff. Your mail, notifications, help. And actually, help. This is an important one, because if you're inside a dungeon, where is it? Yeah, if you're inside a dungeon, sometimes you can get stuck in a wall. It's a bug. It hasn't happened to me on here, but it happened to me on console. Click this and it TPs you back to the front. Kind of sucks that it has to do that, but it's a neat thing, and I'm glad they added that. So let me cut through and show you crafting. Now, when it comes to crafting, I like to go to Riften, just because, here's the, yeah, third person, first person, but I like to go to Riften because everything is together, and that's pretty cool. That's a neat little thing. But the music is so nice. It's such a nice, tranquil thing. I prefer to adventure in first person, but I prefer to do PvE in third person, because then I can see what's going on around me and it doesn't look as wonky when I'm doing stuff. So over here, let's go ahead and accept the... Mine automatically does it because the add-on I have installed, but this is where you can do crafting writs, so you can quickly level up your stuff. You only get one a day for each one, blacksmithing, all that stuff, but I'll show you. So woodworking, see right there's the quest for the writ. I have to craft, my inventory is full. I have to craft normal ruby, ash, restoration staff, normal. Mine automatically does it if I have it in my inventory, because the crafting writ that or the writ thing that I have on here. It's gonna be better just to sell, I think. See if I have any. I can't sell any of that. Frick. Conservatory. I'm gonna. These are merchants. They don't really offer anything great. Just some stuff every now and then that you might find, but I just go to them to sell some stuff. And now fishing in this game is not as annoying as fishing in other games. Sorry, I'm trying to... If I talk over here, it's not as good as talking right here. But talking right here is fine. But it is not... It is definitely not as good as it is in other games. Other games, or annoying as it is in other games. Other games, it's so much worse. I'm trying to see if I have anything I can sell. I really don't. This is the problem with not having plus is here we go. It's gonna make me construct something. I'll run out of space. Oh, I don't actually think I will. I do wish that didn't take up your inventory space. I get why it does. I just wish it didn't. So you just run to all these different ones, and because I don't really have enough space to do anything else, but fishing in this game is easy. I would like to show you if I can find a spot. It's really not hard. And for this, in Riften, you go down here to get rid of the stuff, and you get fun stuff. But that's kind of how those crafting writs work. I'm not going to do the other ones. But jewelry is also something cool that they implemented a while back, I think, with Somerset. Where you can actually, craft jewelry. I'm not going to click it because it'll automatically do the writ. But it's the same basic concept as Okay, yeah, here. This one's a little different because you see these, you have to match these. So if I do this and then, you know, this and then that, they're all full now. And that's a weapon enchantment that deals 966 rust that you can just apply to your weapon or a weapon. But yeah, that's the basic breakdown for crafting. There are different furnishing guides you can go to. Well, there's achievement furnishers, and then I think the hold furnishers for achievements, I think worldwide, and then they have one that is specific to that area. So that's also pretty neat. I enjoy that. So yeah, there's not a whole lot else I wanted to go down. This again was just a video breaking the game down for what it is. I kind of showed you the combat, a delve, a small delve. I didn't really find the boss, but that's fine. The map system, how all the UI works, how everything else works, the skills, the breakdown of that. I would like to go see, and then you also have people down there spamming about the guild. I wish they'd do something about getting rid of that. I get it. You want people to join your guild. That's fine, and that is a way to do it, but don't spam it more than once because that is super annoying. Maybe once every like 30 minutes, not once every 2. Not a fan of that. That's not going to get me to join your guild. That's going to make me want to never even touch it. But yeah, this is definitely a different type of video. I'm not a very serious person, but this video seems more serious. It's not. I don't know why it seems that way. But this is pure water, and you collect this for alchemy. I should not have done that though. I usually do run around with plus, but since I've been playing this for a while, I am not. But see, this game's really pretty. For what it is, it's not... On console, I liked how you had different filters. And that was really cool, because I always had mine on like... It was like more of a vivid one, so everything was brighter. Everything popped more. I'm not seeing any fishing spots, which is very weird. And that you're seeing right there is called an anchor. It's a world event. You go in there and you can kill a bunch of Daedra and release an anchor, and then that happens. Because the story of this game is Molag Bal, the Daedric Lord of Destruction. Nope, Daedric Lord of Dominion. He is trying to pretty much absorb all of Nirn, starting with Tamriel. I think it might be Nirn, or it might just be Tamriel. Using those anchors. And your goal is to, you know, you can do it every time you see him. On my map, that is what that is. Those are anchors. And you can do them at your leisure. There is a main story where you get to go to Cold Harbor. You do get to end up stopping him. I won't spoil too much about that. There's a troll. I'm really just trying to finish this off by finding a friggin' fishing spot, dude. There, right there, right there. You see how there's floppies around? That is a fishing hole. So you hold E, and that is, it says it's lake. So you want to find lake bait. There's lake bait, there's foul bait. So we'll do lake and fish. And it's easy. So whenever the bobber goes down, you just tap E. That's why I said there's no meter. There's no stupid little game. It's just looking. Now on console, there might be some vibrations. It's not a thing on mouse and keyboard, unfortunately. But yeah, you can just kind of sit and relax. I got a speed tail. And actually there are... I try and complete these for every zone I'm in, except for this. You can collect rare fish by fishing, and it tells you the bait you need for each one. And that's pretty cool. It's just another thing for an achievement. I don't think I've done it for this either. There's something called public dungeons that are different than dungeons. They're more open, like this right here. It's called Lion's Den. That's the dungeon. Those are all the bosses in said dungeon. You complete those, get an achievement, complete that, get an achievement. And that's pretty cool. If you have any questions, let me know. If you maybe want to run sometime, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. I'm saying a lot. Why am I saying I'm saying that a lot. It's annoying. I think I've showed everyone just about everything up there. Combat, delve, no boss. Sorry about that. I didn't run around doing one of the anchors either. There are also, I'll show you on what I've done. There are also, these are world bosses. You can do those. These are easier ones. There are some that have millions and millions of health. These don't. I think there are 5 or 6 here. These ones are pretty easy, but I think that one's a bear. And you can go there and challenge them and get decent stuff. And there are also chests you can find in the world. For set, there are sets you can find. Orsinium has a good set you can get in chests for armor and all that. World bosses don't really have them. Orsinium, I haven't done a lot in this on PC for Rothgar, but there is an arena here. It's not on there. I don't remember the name of it. There's also, I think, one called Dragonstar Arena, something or other, where you can get really good gear as well. And you can do it on normal and veteran. I'm not good enough to run veteran. This is PvP land, by the way. There's 46 sky shards. It's crazy. You can also go into Imperial City as well and the sewers and run stuff there. But yeah, I'll get ganked. I'm not gonna run there. Yeah, this is ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. Be sure to check it out. Again, not a sponsored video. Just want to show my love for the games I love, and this is one of them. So yeah, be sure to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe, because I don't usually do content like this. If you want me to actually do content in this game, like run quests, do voiceovers and stuff, because I can sometimes play voices. Boy. That's my Kratos. Boy. But if you want to see stuff like that, I will. I can run dungeons, all that stuff. Just let me know. I'm down for that. I'm not locked into a specific niche or category on YouTube. I'm more so just trying to still get out there. And I want to see the type of content people like and what they don't like. People like horror, but it's kind of an overdone category. So I'm kind of slowly drifting. People liked some of my other videos. I did compilations there for a while. I'm still going to do those, just not as often, because that takes a lot of time, and that's something I don't have too much of. Now, if I were able to do this full time, I could get back into doing stuff that I actually... I mean, I enjoy doing this, but stuff that other people enjoy watching as well. But yeah, that is it for this video. Just kind of broke down the game for you in the basics. I mean, kind of with combat, there's also blocking, so you can block attacks, and that'll throw them off, and that's how you stagger. So you block them when they're about to do a big heavy attack, and it staggers them back to get the circle. You can do a heavy swing, and knocks them down. But yeah, no, it's a fun game. I think anyone who likes MMOs should definitely check that out. Hopefully this video maybe got your toes in it a little bit. And if you need help, comment on the video, and I can do my best to help you. But that is it for this video. I'm gonna stop yapping now, so I will see everyone in this video, I suppose. But yeah, bye.